Hello, class, and welcome to this week's lesson, which is going to be on rhythm, meter, and form. So we're going to be looking at these three elements within poetry, and we're going to look at some form poems. We're going to look at three specifically, the sonnet, the villanelle, and the sestina. So let's begin. First, we're going to look at rhythms or patterns and the sound of a poem. These poems will sometimes choose rhythms to create maybe an effect or to enhance the message that is being given within a poem. We can look at how they create a certain rhythm as well as to how we're reading those poems. Let's look at the following lines. Lockjawed blockheads guarding the bar. Okay, so we look at this line of lockjawed blockheads. We're getting that repetition of the ah sound. This is called assonance when we repeat vowel sounds over and over. But we look at the way that we have to read lockjawed blockheads. We get four stressed syllables. So each part of that or each part of the word receives a stress. And so it causes us to slow down that rhythm and it sounds kind of hard and maybe even a little bit more severe than as we usually read. Then we go to the opposite spectrum in this next line, in which we kind of rush and it flows a lot more smoothly. In the middle of the river trickles in the rippling elephants. So we can hear that this doesn't have those severe stops that we do in lockjawed blockheads. We get this nice flowing rhythm, which correlates with a river trickling. So we get this in the middle of the river trickles in the rippling elephants. We can kind of hear this motion that's going on in that rhythm. So let's look at an example. We're going to watch We Real Cool by Gwendolyn Brooks. And this is actually her reading the poem.
And last is We Real Cool, the pool players, seven at the Golden Shovel. We real cool with left school with lurk late week, strike straight week, sing sin week, thin gin week, jazz June week, die sin.
We can see in that reading, we have the word we that starts each line, but she really rushes through that. We this. And in doing that, we hear a certain pattern or we hear a certain rhythm that enhances perhaps the message of the poem.